What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome to the first ever Devin J. Swiftney podcast. Happy to see it looks like we have over 100,000 people tuning in today to our inaugural episode. So that's pretty crazy. Not as much as we expected, but good turnout, I guess. Maybe more people will watch once we upload to YouTube. But this is going to be fun. We got a loaded show planned for today, so we're glad to have you all along for this wild journey that we're going on the next couple minutes here. It's been a pretty hot week, temperature-wise. Not just temperature-wise, it's been a hot week. But that wasn't going to stop us from broadcasting to you guys today. But before we get started here, I'm going to introduce our first guest in a couple minutes. But we have some administrative things to take care of before we begin. Some administrivia to take care of before we begin. The idea for this podcast was actually conceived in the back of my car. That sounded bad. But I was in the car with my friends Luke and Max, and we were talking about all the crazy, weird, really weird conversations that we've had, and we thought, I wonder if people would want to hear about it. And they said, you should start a podcast. So here we are. If you want to be on the show, feel free to reach out. You know where to contact me, or at least most of the people listening probably know where to contact me. Or you could contact our intern, Luke Borgling. He's going to serve as the tech guy and the sound guy, as well as our indefinite intern. He doesn't really have a start date or an end date. He's the indefinite intern. Not really sure how often we're going to have the podcast. We're pretty laissez-faire about the whole process. If we have a guest lined up and we're all free, we're going to do a show. Probably pretty close to once a week, maybe twice a week. Maybe every other week. I don't know. We're just going to do it when we have a guest lined up. So feel free to follow the Devin J. Swiftney podcast on Twitter. You'll get updates on there when we're going to have our shows. And also subscribe on YouTube to receive notifications when we go live and when we're going to have our shows. You can watch live, or you can follow up after our live shows and watch the replay on YouTube. And also we're looking into having people on SoundCloud. Luke, we're going to upload to SoundCloud, right? Yeah, we're going to be on SoundCloud. Also, we'd like you to ask some questions in the comments section. I think there's a chat, right? There's a live chat. Sweet. So there's going to be a live chat. So hit us up. We got our privacy and security team over in the corner. They're monitoring all the chat. And if they think your question is good enough, then it might just be good enough to be featured on the show. And me and the guest are going to answer your questions. It's up to you what you put in there, but remember, we got a security team keeping track of it, so be careful. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first guest on the show. I have with me a good friend of mine, junior at MSU, finance major, Maximiliano Philip Spampinato.
What the freak is up, Kyle?
glad to have you on.
It's such an honor, I can tell my family, I can tell my future employers.
That's true.
I was the first
You could
person.
probably put this on your resume too.
I might, we got a career fair coming up, might slap it
That's
on
true.
there.
Yeah, inaugural episode. So
right next to my GPA.
Yeah, one day your great grandkids are going to be on the internet using their eyes. And they're going to see, wow, my great grandpa was on the first ever episode of the Devin J. Swiftney podcast. So that's crazy. So before we get started here, I need to tell you guys about our official sponsor. I know each and every one of you have woken up on a Saturday morning and thought, oh man, I really got to mow the lawn today. That's going to be terrible. But I got a solution for you. Borglin Bros Lawn Cutting and Multimedia. They'll mow your lawn for you. They'll even create a website for you. LLC, limited liability. So any of the Borglin Bros, they're not liable if anything goes down.
Right.
But yeah, so they'll mow your lawn for you. They'll make a website. One time they mowed my lawn and all the neighbors came out and were like, damn, that's a nice lawn. It looks really good. So
one of them's mowing your lawn, the other one's calling the website for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's kind of like they're really good at multitasking, like everything at once. So that's pretty crazy. So if you give them a call, tell them you want a website or you want your lawn mowed, just mention my name and they're going to give you the best price in town. So keep that in mind next time you wake up on Saturday with a lawn that needs to be mowed. So back to the show here. They say everything new in life, everything that you got going on, you got to set goals. Max is really good at setting goals.
I am.
Yeah, he's a big goal guy. Mm-hmm. So anything you do, you got to set goals. So I figured we should probably do that for this podcast, don't you think?
That's a great idea.
just to lay some groundwork, know what we're getting ourselves into.
Behind this side.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if you came up with any ideas, but my first goal, we want to get to 50 episodes.
Oh yeah,
I think that's reasonable. I
Absolutely.
talked about like every other week maybe, or
Okay.
every week. There's what, 50 something weeks in a year.
56. Yeah.
So that could be like a whole year of podcasting. How crazy would that be?
No, dude, that'd be sick.
I don't know though. Christmas.
Mm.
We could do it on Christmas.
Oh, I'd be down.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. The second one I have here, 100 views in one episode. It sounds like we already eclipsed that today with 100,000 views.
Right.
So, yeah, I think we got it. Anything you got? What do you got?
So my original goal was for us to have a sponsor, but it's clear to me that we got Boardman Bros already. So check.
Yeah, check that.
Next. Let's see. Let's think what else. What else?
I mean, I also have one. We already got one of mine. I said we want to have a celebrity guest, but we got that in the first episode.
Another check. What's next?
Next one here, number 4. We're gonna put a satellite in orbit. That's probably a good one, right? So, like, say there's somebody halfway across the world that we want to have on the podcast. It's like we ping up to the satellite, we ping back down to the guest, and they're on the show. It's that easy.
Hey.
You see a shooting star? No, that's the Devin J. Swiftney podcast satellite.
Coming in hot.
Last goal I have for us, I came up with this idea in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. We need to have a company card.
Okay.
So like any guest I have on the show, it's like, hey, let's go to lunch after. Got a company card.
Oh,
what
slap it on there.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't take you to lunch after, but
forget it.
We don't have a company card yet.
Yeah, it's all right.
Maybe
next time.
Yeah. Any other ideas you got? Or that seems like some pretty good goals we got there.
Yeah, I think we're set up for success right now.
Yeah, we already got 2 of them.
Yeah.
So perfect. So I guess I got some questions for you.
I'm excited.
So the first one is kind of an interesting one. I'm wondering, and I guess a little bit of 52 weeks.
Did I say 56?
I went with it. I thought it was 55.
Oh.
Who said that?
Hunter. What up, Hunter?
Well, thanks for correcting us.
Man. Dang.
Yeah. Hopefully, like, future employers don't see that.
Yeah.
We don't even know how many weeks there are in a year.
Let's just restart. We're done.
Yeah, actually, you want to? We'll see you tomorrow night, folks.
Yeah, my Uber's here. I gotta go.
Yeah. I actually called Max at Uber. We had to get him out of here.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, but I got a question for you. I need to preface it, though. Not really a story, but like, so ever since, it's like all the high school friends that went to Adams, everybody calls me Kevin. And I don't know where it started, but like Luke's parents call me Kevin. Mitch's parents call me Kevin. I don't know where it started. Everybody calls me Kevin. So why do people call me Kevin? Let's hear your take on it.
So I'll pick up when I kind of started calling you Kevin. I'd say I was a little late to the party on that one, but when I look at you, I think Evan,
Wow.
Just no matter what, there's an Evan factor to you.
But remember, don't judge a book by its cover.
That's right. But sometimes maybe you're feeling a little Devin today. Other times you're feeling Kevin.
Yeah. I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah. Wearing hats, that's a Kevin thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I call him Kevin right now. He's rocking the Detroit alternate hat.
Yep.
Supporting them Tigers.
So we were at the football game on Saturday, MSU Notre Dame, and we met your roommate David at the gate.
Right.
And you said, "Hey David, this is my friend Devin." Or no, you said, "David, this is my friend Kevin."
Yes.
And then I said, "Hey David, I'm Devin."
That's right.
So creates confusion sometimes.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I feel like that's pretty important the first time you meet somebody. You don't want to show your cards just yet.
That's true.
Kind of throw them off.
That's true.
Devin,
like I said,
Kevin.
I wear a lot of hats, so
right.
People don't know. Keep them guessing.
Right. Always.
So probably the most important topic that I wanted to cover today. How about that Lions game on Sunday? I mean.
Oh. We're good.
We're back, folks.
And we're back.
But how about that Lions game on Sunday? Like, I slept in till like 11:30 Sunday
Mhm.
morning. Don't tell my parents.
I won't.
But Monday night, I was laying in bed at like 3 a.m. and I
Mhm.
was just thinking about that Lions game. Like they could have been 3-0.
How could you not? You know. And the thing is, this has happened so many times,
I know.
and we're obviously
At
Lions
least 6 or
fans.
7.
We're gonna say the same story since the beginning of time. You know, you got Calvin. Did he catch it? You got
Dallas,
Dallas. Oh my God.
the Seattle game, they
The
batted the ball into the
Seattle,
back of the end zone.
Batgate.
Bad gate.
It'll
Hashtag bad gate.
It'll never end. It really won't. But I mean, looking at it, how could you reverse that? You know,
I don't know.
I don't care. I don't care what you really say. I think he scored, you know. And even they're saying, "Oh, he touched him beforehand."
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like he was still running the route and he was still up. He's still a runner. You have to touch him when he's down, when he hits the ground. So,
and you got the pictures where there's 11 seconds left when he went down, 10 seconds, who knows?
Yeah. And it's not like I was talking about this with my dad. It's not like we called the timeout and wanted to challenge it. It was ruled a touchdown.
So I kind of broke it down. It's like a transitive property type thing.
Sure.
So it started with the refs made the wrong call on the field, and the outcome was the Lions were penalized for it.
Right.
So they could have made the right call, and then they could have reviewed it after, but there wouldn't have been 10 seconds. We would have had another play. I don't know. It's just stupid to me. Happens all the time.
You know, and I had Stafford in my fantasy league. Of course.
You needed that touchdown.
And I needed that touchdown.
Yeah. Fantasy owners everywhere were probably.
Especially in Golden Tate, too.
That one hurt.
It's a monster.
Yep. True.
Unreal, man.
How about even the fallout of Falcons D, maybe?
Could
happen to everybody.
Well, split side there. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Lions go next week. They go to Minnesota.
Right.
And I couldn't find the spread, but who you got there?
I got the Lions. Yep. Got them again. You know, I'm a ride or die, baby.
I got Lions by a million. Lions by a million Sunday. Yeah. We want Bama.
You know, Minnesota, they have a nice, beautiful field. You know, being an avid football fan, I'd love to play there.
It's a shame that we're going to have to poop on it.
Oh, yeah. Sunday. It's a shame. In front of all their fans, too. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but Minnesota obviously has a lot of fight. Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen with his gritty
player.
Case Keenum, right? Stepping in.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know if Bradford's going to play. That's why I couldn't find the spread, because we're not really sure. Oh, it sounds like we're losing viewers since the Lions were brought up. Who said that?
Come on now.
Who? Oh, Luke's girlfriend said we're losing viewers because we're talking about the Lions.
Hey, shout out to Katie.
Yeah, really.
Come on now.
No, I think we're gaining viewers because we're talking about the Lions. If anything, we're up to like 110,000 at least.
Yeah,
because word got out.
Right. No, you know, I think it's because I mixed up. I said 56 weeks in a year.
Max is going viral because he doesn't know how many weeks there are in a year.
That's my bad, guys.
I just kind of set you up for it, though, because I said, how many weeks in a year? 50-something?
That's a softball, though.
I would have said 55. So.
Oh, man.
We're still good?
We're still good.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't find a spread for the Lions game, but we all know good teams win, but great teams cover. Great teams cover the spread.
Great teams cover.
You can be good and win, but you got to cover. You got to be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next question I have for you. I was having a really good conversation on Sunday with my friends Keen and Jeff. You know them.
Shout out.
And we were talking about we all love mayo. And nobody really gets their feet wet with mayo. Like you either love it or you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So which side are you?
I love mayo. Okay, first of all,
look at that.
You just say mayo.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah, see, it's so tough to say.
Yeah.
Because like I if I just said it like casually, I'd say mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
That's wrong.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
I think I took German class. I think it's mayonnaise.
Okay.
In French, it's mayonnaise. Yeah.
Of course. But yes, I am a fan of mayo. However, I stick to Hellman's.
Hellman's, yep.
Specifically.
Hellman's till the day I die.
Oh, of course. Sure. You tell me you like Miracle Whip, Sorry.
Yeah, get
That's
out
a
of
deal
here.
breaker. I'm going to meet my wife one day, and then she might say, Max, I like Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
And then I'll end
she's
it right
not gonna
there.
be your wife anymore.
No, I'll end it right there.
That would be terrible, but
So
sometimes it's gotta happen.
you can't live with her.
So let's talk about fantasy.
All
So Max said he's got some hot takes on fantasy. So if you got a seatbelt near you, you may want to buckle up.
Strap in.
But so are you gonna make playoffs in fantasy?
I'll see everyone in playoffs, first of all.
Okay.
So
I'm
I'm
upset
no
there.
doubt in my mind I'm making playoffs.
Okay.
Let me for the viewers who don't know, let me go through my team real quick. So I got Stafford at Q.
I think Luke can pull it up too to show the world.
Dude, I know, man. Oh yeah, great.
Yeah.
Do that. Stafford at Q. I got Jay Ajayi, Dalvin Cook, Emmanuel Sanders, AJ Green. Who's in my flex right now?
Devontae Parker.
No, Devontae Parker. Okay, Devontae Parker. What is that called when you don't have a defense every
Stream.
week? Oh yeah,
You stream it every week.
stream a defense. My kicker, love my kicker. His name's like Giorgio Taviccio.
Yeah. Who knows?
What a story about him. Do you know the story?
I didn't hear his story.
So he was a great kicker at Cal, I think. And during his pro day, it was raining. It was pouring rain. So all the scouts went inside and, canceled the pro day. But he stayed outside, kicked the field goals in the pouring rain.
Wow.
In the pouring rain.
That's gritty.
Yeah. And the kid's got grit.
You can't teach that.
Might be Italian too. Who knows?
He definitely is. Giorgio Tavecchio.
Tavecchio, yeah.
He made field goals while he was eating pasta.
And then his first game, he's practice squad player for the Raiders for like a couple years.
Yeah.
First game, comes in with an opportunity. He kills it.
Yeah.
Went like 4 for 4, had like 16 fantasy points or something, or 19.
That's definitely the type of guy you want on your fantasy team. Too.
Absolutely. He's a lock,
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about a kicker for the rest of my season.
Yeah, it said he had 19 points week 1. 4 for 4.
Yeah, man. It's unreal.
Big day.
So my problem with my fantasy team is Jay Ajayi just rips my heart out. I don't know what to expect from him. I had him. I think I drafted him in the second round. Kind of relying on him to be a workhorse. Get those
12th
carries.
overall.
Yeah, 12th overall. I drafted this guy, PPR. So, I feel like this. I don't know, but he played the Jets this week. And it's so difficult for me to. That's a gimme. That's a softball.
I guess the Jets kind of beat up on the Dolphins, though.
They really did.
Threw the ball.
Yeah.
So, game flow.
So that kind of upset me. And then the two other main concerns on my team are Pryor and Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Love Christian McCaffrey. He's my guy,
Get your guy.
I got my guy. That's what I said.
I remember that on draft day. You said, I'm going to get him.
It was a risk. But,
He
we'll
could break
see.
out, though.
He had 20 points last week.
There you go.
Guess
PPR
what?
Monster.
On my bench.
That's all right.
Sad. But even sadder, Terrell Pryor. I feel like it's
so far.
Yeah, so far. I feel like it's a culmination of me being brainwashed by Matthew Berry for all these years, man.
Yeah. What a nerd.
He was really high on him. But I took him. We'll see how he works out. I mean, Cousins barely even looked his way in the Sunday night game. That kind of hurt.
That's true. The
But
Redskins have had a slow start, so
they really have.
there's still time.
On the other hand, can we talk about Kev's team for a sec?
Yeah, my team, I have the best team in the league. I was number 1 in Luke's power rankings this week,
Mm-hmm.
and that wasn't high enough. That was too low. I should
Right.
be higher than number 1. That's
Right.
how good my team is.
Mhm.
I don't know. Can they see the standings right now? Yeah, show the standings because I have 399.9 points through 3 weeks.
That's unreal.
That's like 1 yard short of 400. So that's not enough points. I wish we had 400.
No.
But yeah, my team I had David Johnson, and he's hurt.
Oh my god.
I still have the best team in the league. He might be back by Christmas, so it's going to be a David Johnson Christmas. I still got Kareem Hunt and Todd Gurley, so we're okay. My worst player this year has been Amari Cooper, I think. So Greg Olson, he's hurt too. But next man up, that's the football guy.
It's a football guy in him speaking, you
Yeah.
know. I mean,
Next man up.
it doesn't matter. You know, Kev's football knowledge is just unparalleled. You know, this kid
Chivalry is not dead.
this kid starts Kareem Hunt week 1 against the Patriots, the defending Super Bowl champions. And what does Kareem Hunt do? Turns around and gets him 46.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I don't know. I mean, I can't say that was football knowledge starting Kareem Hunt. I just knew he was going to get carries. I mean, I wasn't going to tell you he was going to go off week 1, but
maybe call it a gift.
Yeah.
This kid's gifted.
I don't know. Yeah, you can't teach that. I knew he was going to have 45 points, so
you're gifted, Kev.
Exactly.
Never forget
Can't teach that. So we threw him in the lineup week 1 and no turning back.
Mm-mm.
All right. I think that's enough about fantasy football, but you heard it here first. You're going to see Max in playoffs. So keep an eye on our league. We'll keep you updated throughout the podcast. Max is going to be in playoffs. You heard it here first.
No doubt in my mind.
So got another question for you. Got another kind of story to preface it as well. So I went to class this morning, 11:20, and it was in that big lecture hall in the business college, like N130. Infamous for sure. Not even famous.
No.
But so when you go to class, I walked up. I always sit in like the top rows.
Okay.
So I walked up there, and there was like a whole row open. So I said, "That's my row. I'm gonna sit in that row." So I sat right in the middle. People started filing in, whatever, and then a big group sat down to my left. So like I was sitting next to a guy, but the whole row to the right of me was still open.
Okay.
You follow?
Mm-hmm.
So when these people sit next to me, there were 2 seats to my right.
Right.
So if you're in that situation, are you moving over a seat?
Interesting. Yeah, I mean,
because I feel like a dick. Like I don't want to sit next to this guy if I move, you know?
Yeah, that's tough. But you know, you're in college, you're learning, you're grinding. You got to be comfortable. You got to do what's right.
Like what if he's sitting there and he's like, I'm sitting next to the guy from the Devin J. Swiftney podcast?
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure going to happen sooner or later. But
probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. You know, we'll have fans.
Yeah, because I like having my armrest, stealing some arm room.
Yeah. No, you're a big guy, Kev.
Yeah, big football guy.
Big football guy.
Yeah, I'm like 160. I'm like 5'9" and a half, 160. So, I mean, I could have 2 big fellas on either side of me and still have plenty of room. But yeah, I don't know. Just curious to see what you thought about that.
No, that's interesting. You know, yeah, I like my space whenever I sit in a lecture hall. Usually I have room, but I don't know.
But I didn't move, so.
Hey, man.
If you guys were wondering what the outcome was there. Yeah, just wondering what you were thinking about that.
Sure.
If you guys have a different opinion, you listeners, hit that chat up.
How many listeners we rocking with? Hell yeah.
How many? 400,000?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. 400,000.
Shout out to you,
400,000. That's crazy.
400,000.
But yeah, it's like I heard that when you start podcasts, it's like an exponential curve. So like soon we're gonna have like 1 million episodes are gonna be listening every time.
The more you post, the more they'll come.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like normal distribution.
Yeah.
It's like a bell curve. So like after 100 episodes, it just goes down from there.
Well, yeah, that's when they'll decide that this is quality, you know, and then probably it won't drop off. I don't think it'll be a bell curve.
No, exponential. What do you got? A question? What's the question?
So Bernie asks, quesadilla from late night or Chipotle burrito?
Late night at the Union, I'm assuming. Max, you first.
This is not even a question in my mind. Chipotle, 100%.
I think I would probably do the same.
Yeah.
Chipotle burrito.
It's just premium.
I feel like that quesadilla, it's like you get the beef and it's kind of like, Like, did they get this out of the meat hose? Like, were they spraying this into the tortilla, or what was going on there?
This is leftover stuff, probably
Yeah,
from the calf.
Actually,
So
from the cows, like south of campus.
yeah,
Cows
yuck.
are beef, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Don't want another mess up like the 56 weeks in a year. That might just be a leap year, though.
Yeah,
56 weeks in a leap year.
I think it might be. I
Every
think you're
4
right.
years, there's 56 weeks in
Right.
a year.
Yeah.
So the next one's probably 2020, I'm thinking. 56 weeks in 2020. So, yeah, we're both going with Chipotle there, though.
Yeah.
Chipotle burrito, specifically.
Well, I'm a bowl guy.
Oh, really?
I'm a bowl guy myself.
Okay. Have you read the quesadilla?
Like once.
I would still think it's infinitely better than the late night quesadilla.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. You know, one time I got a quesadilla at Chipotle. It came in like that tin foil.
Oh yeah,
It was stuck to
it was
it.
like a Christmas gift. You had to tear it open.
Rip it open. Yeah.
New queso at Chipotle.
Queso. Yeah,
I had it
Dev-
once.
Oh, you did?
I had it on my burrito. We went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier.
Did you get queso on your?
I didn't.
Okay.
I should probably try it.
Maybe.
You know,
First time for everything,
of course.
especially podcasting.
Mhm.
I had the queso on a burrito, and I don't even really remember what it tasted like because like it was just overshadowed by everything else I
Yeah.
had in my burrito.
Did it just blend in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we went to Qdoba though the other day
Yeah.
before the football game Saturday, and right when we walked out of there, I needed to poop, and the game was like it was like a 4-hour football game, so I was waddling my way home.
Oh, that's funny.
It's all right though. I survived.
Should I tell him about that girl that we saw at Qdoba?
Oh yeah, good story.
So I'm in like.
What if I said no?
Yeah, I was like,
they
all
would
right,
they would riot.
moving on.
Yeah,
moving
you
on.
got to say it now.
All right, so we're in line. I'm telling the dude what I want. You know,
Yeah,
white rice.
that dude was in a terrible mood.
He was. He wanted to be at the game.
Yeah.
I'm telling him white rice.
So whoever works at Qdoba, if you're listening, that was you.
You get black beans. You know, throw some chicken on there, and then eventually we get to the salsa, and I'm a spicy guy. I tell the guy I want hot.
You look spicy today.
Damn. I tell the guy I would like hot salsa, please. And then this girl who had ordered before me turns to me and goes, "What did she say?" She said,
She was like, is the spicy salsa?
Yeah.
Is it really spicy?
"She's like, is it really hot? Is the hot salsa really hot?" And I'm like, "This is probably my second time at Qdoba." I'm like, "You know what? I don't know. This is like my first time here. I'm not sure." But immediately after that, I was like, you know what? I probably should have said something else.
Yeah.
I could have shot my shot.
I was thinking a really good response would have been like, I don't really know if it's that spicy, but like you could give me your number and I'll tell you if it's spicy after I eat it.
You want to know what's hot?
Yeah. I don't know if the hot sauce is hot, but
Should I tell that?
yeah, what else we got?
All right. So for the 4 of you out there who've probably heard this story, 400,000. I'm sorry. So besides Chipotle, another place that I like to eat from time to time is Chick-fil-A
I like Chick-fil-A.
out in Okemos.
Yeah.
Away from it all.
They put one in close too.
They did, yeah. So I'm there. It's a beautiful, I think, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Just coming back from the MSU game.
Probably 95 degrees and humid.
I think it was still cold around that time.
Okay.
But anyway,
Before climate change.
I'm in line with my roommate getting ready to order, and all of a sudden this guy walks in, and I felt something. I'm like, who the heck is this guy? So I turn. I think he was wearing a sweatshirt. It took me a while, but I'm like, you know what? This guy's Miles Bridges. I can't even say his name right now. Oh my god. But it turned out to be Miles Bridges. So my heart probably beat right out of my chest.
Mhm.
And I'm like, you know what? This is a once in a lifetime chance here.
Yeah.
I have to say something to him.
Or at least like box him out in line.
Yeah. Or
Get a
at least,
rebound.
or at least do that layup thing.
Yeah.
Go up
Draw a
strong.
foul.
Yeah. So I end up, not thinking. I'm nervous. I get nervous sometimes. I overthink.
Yeah.
I go, dude.
I can't even tell right now though.
Oh, good. I know. Well, I'm thinking, or I say to him, I go, dude, you're Cassius Winston. Oh, and just the look on his face where he like couldn't tell if I'm serious or not. And he's like, and then he realized I'm serious. He's like, "Hot, nah, man."
Yeah, I'm not Cassius Winston. When you first told me that story, I was wondering if like you think all the basketball players have like a group chat together. And like right when you said that, he texted it and he was like, "Yo, some guy just thought I was Cassius Winston."
Oh man, but I kind of caught myself. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry.
And he had a good. You had a good recovery.
I think so.
And then you went on Twitter after.
Oh yeah,
and you tweeted it out.
Tweeted at him for sure.
We can retweet that off the Devin J. Swiftney podcast. Right?
Oh, we should.
Yeah. So Max went after him didn't go after him. That would be a little aggressive. But he tweeted at him and said like he told the whole story. And Miles Bridges, what did he respond with?
He goes, what did he say? He goes, "It happens to the best of us, bro." And he retweeted it.
Amazing.
It
went
unreal.
viral. First time ever?
That's probably one of the highest liked and retweeted tweets I've ever tweeting.
That's pretty crazy. But yeah, can you do that? Luke, can you retweet that? Sweet. We're going to get that retweeted off the Devin J. Swiftney podcast Twitter, so you guys will all be able to see that. The one time that Max Spampinato went viral. So what else we got? We got I Am Football.
Okay.
We are 1-0-1. We won our first game on a forfeit, and we tied the second game.
Okay.
You weren't at the last game.
No.
You had an exam the next day.
Yes, sir.
You got to stay eligible.
Yeah.
You can't be flunking out.
School's first, kids.
Yeah, student athlete, student before athlete.
God, family, football.
Football, exactly.
School's
Texas
maybe.
forever. Yeah. So we're 1-0-1. First game, I thought it went pretty well. Maybe we were a little sloppy on offense.
No, dude. We wanted it more that night.
Yeah, and we have athletes all over the field too.
D1 talent.
Yeah, exactly. SEC speed all over the defense. The offense looked really good. Weapons everywhere.
Right.
So we got that going for us. But I thought we probably could have won the second game.
Yeah.
Luke, think we could have won? He says yes.
He's nodding.
Intern Luke nodding his head. But yeah, we probably could have won. We didn't play that great. The other team was like, they were okay. Okay at best. C+, B-.
No rank from Luke.
B. Okay. B. And he's a scout too. He's a football scout. So
another football guy.
Probably like a 79 out of 100. You'd give that team 80 on the dot.
Well, B-.
What about PPR?
Oh,
83.
Okay.
3 catches. Yeah, they did actually. But yeah, our defense was sloppy. We didn't really know what we were doing. Our offense, very sloppy. We also didn't know what we were doing. So
was QB1 there?
Yeah, QB1 was there. We have a true freshman quarterback on our flag football team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how we got this guy. And he has a friend who runs like a 4.40. And he played in the second game.
Oh, really?
Like they gave the ball to him on like one of those end arounds. And I was like,
jet sweep, baby.
It was like, in Kicking and Screaming, when the Italians got the ball and the fatter dude is like, he's getting dizzy. Yeah. Like that's exactly how it was. Like I was watching him run and I was like, oh man, this guy is fast.
That's great.
So we're going to give the ball to the Italians in the next game.
The Italians.
We got 2 games left and then playoffs. So we're talking about playoffs.
We're always talking about playoffs.
Yeah. So I guess moving on, another question. Who you got? The Sun or 1 trillion Lions? Head-to-head matchup. Non-PPR, standard format.
Standard format?
The Sun or 1 trillion Lions? Like in the wild. Like the Lions just decide one day we're going to go get the Sun.
Okay, now, a million Lions. Let's think about the brain power there.
Yeah.
Okay. Lions, king of the jungle. Lion King. We've seen it. Anything's possible. They can talk.
That's true, actually. I didn't think about the Lion King coming into play there.
See, I don't know. You say 1,000 lions?
1 trillion lions.
Oh, 1 trillion.
The Sun.
Okay.
Like say 7-game series.
Okay. Yeah. 7-game series, standard format. I'm taking the Lions on this one.
1 trillion lions.
1 trillion of them.
Jeez.
If you put, how many people are there on the earth? Probably like
8 billion, maybe.
7. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Like, how do you take inflation into account?
But there's more lions than there are humans on this earth. That's pretty big. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Are there more? Oh, well,
if there were 1 trillion,
I don't even know if they'd fit. on Earth, really.
It wouldn't matter because they're going to go attack the sun.
That's true, actually.
So they would probably overtake us, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they probably develop how to talk just like the chimps. And then most
Stone
likely
Age.
they'd hold us down. They go right to NASA, hold
That's
us down,
true, actually.
say, hey, tell us your stuff.
Yeah, get us to the sun. Okay,
Get-
so you got the lion.
I
1
got the
trillion lions.
I
over
got
the sun.
1 trillion lions.
In how many games? 7-game series.
5.
Wow, you got lions in 5?
Gentlemen's sweep.
Wow. And yeah, they just give them that one. Like, they'd have to go on the road one game and just lose that one.
Right.
Like, they go up 3-0 and then go back to the sun and probably lose game 4.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
I could see that happening.
It's a hostile environment.
But I think it's hard. It's really hard to play at the sun.
Yeah.
They got like a big home winning streak. But I think I got to go with the sun.
Yeah.
I think I got to go with the sun because how big's the sun, man?
It's pretty big.
I don't know. Luke, do you know how big the sun is? Can we find that out? 750 miles in diameter. Yeah.
It's not that big.
Yeah, it's no way. It's 750 miles in diameter. That's like from here to what, like Nashville?
I don't know, dude. It's
Not-
huge.
432,000 miles in radius. So you times that by 2, you get the diameter. And then the diameter goes in all directions. So that's a big circle. I think I'm going to take the sun. 6 games.
Now that you said that, without the sun, there would be no lions.
That's true, actually.
Oh,
so it'd be like, wouldn't matter. If the Lions won, it would be over anyway.
That's true.
There would be no series.
There's no victory.
Exactly. It's a win-win-win. Okay, so how about what if the Lions attack at night? Then what?
Oh, see, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Like, what if it's like an 8:00 kickoff? It's gonna be dark out. The sun has no chance,
The
right?
sun's got no chance.
I got Lions by 30.
It's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, I guess
That's how it works, right?
I mean, yeah, it'd be a forfeit. They wouldn't have enough to play.
yeah, they wouldn't show up.
It'd be a forfeit.
Of course.
It'd be 1-0 victory, forfeit. So all the night games, Lions win. Day games, I don't know. I got the sun in all the day games. So it just depends on what the league thinks, right?
That's right.
Kickoff time.
We'll go with that.
Okay, so how about U.S. versus North Korea? 7-game
Hmm.
series. Who you got?
I got U.S. in 4.
Me too.
There's no other answer
Clean
to this.
sweep.
Clean sweep.
I mean, not even war. Like anything, I got U.S. in 4.
Yeah, seriously.
Like curling, water polo,
Number one, baby.
podcasting,
Number one.
U.S. in 4.
Number one country on this earth.
There you go. You heard it
100%.
here first, folks.
In North Korea, they're kind of messing around right now.
They are.
They're doing some
They're playing hooky.
playing in dangerous waters. We'll say that.
That's crazy, though. I remember I was in Luke's house last year, and Vincent, Vincent, he was
course.
sitting in his room on his laptop, and he was like, yo, did you hear about this? Like, North Korea could hit L.A. And then we were all like, oh, okay.
It won't happen.
Like, I'm in East Lansing. That's terrible. No,
So,
I don't know. I just hope we could shoot it down.
no, dude. They say they can nuke us. They probably have they probably don't even have like an atom bomb. That's how
I don't
far
know.
behind they really are.
At least 400,000. But I don't know. I'm not really politically inclined. Like, I don't know a lot about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I got U.S. in 4.
U.S. in 4.
Clean sweep.
No other answer.
Yeah. Even if North Korea has home field, I got U.S. in 4. Like, if they won the All-Star game and got home field,
Right.
I still got,
Me too.
yeah, I
Me
got
too.
clean sweep. I don't know. I think that's about it, though. Any other topics?
What's going on in your life, Kev?
Nothing much, man. Same old. I got an exam Thursday, exam Friday.
Oof.
I had to bust my booty earlier today,
Yeah.
finish an assignment so we could get on air.
Mhm.
But how long did we last? How long was this episode? I feel like at the beginning it was a little
Oh wow.
that's pretty good. Oh yeah, 9:44. And we started at 9:05, fashionably late. We wanted to keep you guys. Maybe that's why we only had 4 listeners. They thought we just weren't doing it when it got to be 9:05 and a half.
Maybe.
That's probably it. Actually, that's that's definitely it. There was a countdown on the screen, but I think when people opened it at 9 o'clock and we weren't on, it was so maybe we should start the countdown at 8:55 next week or whatever.
We
don't
should
really have a
see.
schedule.
We should go back through the analytics and see at that
That's
moment
true.
that I called or that I said 56 weeks were in a year. See how
That's
many people
true.
left.
Yeah, that's
See how
true.
many
Actually,
people left right there.
that's like podcast sabermetrics.
And like, we didn't even catch it.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we just kept going.
That's funny.
No, we played it off. It was good. How many subscribers do we have? Do we know that, Luke? Bad radio. We have 8 subscribers. So a little bird told me you need 20,000 to monetize your channel. So we're 19,992 away.
We'll get there.
So tell your friends.
We'll get there, man.
Yeah, tell your friends because we need a mic stand. So the quicker we monetize, the better.
Support my GoFundMe.
Yeah,
Just set
exactly.
up a Patreon.
Exactly. Yeah, all 8 of our subscribers can go on our GoFundMe and hit us up. But so it sounds like after the show we're gonna be on SoundCloud. So like we expected to have 99,992 listeners because we have 8 now. So like those 900 whatever thousand people that haven't listened yet, they could go on SoundCloud, listen to it. But we're on YouTube Live right now, and that's gonna put it after we're done here. It's gonna go right onto YouTube, so we'll be like a YouTube video,
Great.
and it'll be like whatever video we showed during the podcast. Probably just a picture of my beautiful self and the fantasy standings.
You know, I think we put a thumbnail of you, we'll get more views.
That's true.
Right.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the better the picture of me, like the more views. Direct correlation.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Stats. Yeah. But I think that's about it. So anything else?
I'm good, Kev. I would just want to thank you for having me in the first episode,
No,
man.
Thanks for coming. You were like the true OG. You helped conceive the idea. That's weird, but you actually did.
I contributed to the
Conceivement.
You know, this will really help with my clout. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah. If you're not clout, get the F out. I just came up with that. I don't even know what clout means. Yeah, that's about it. So hit us up on SoundCloud after this episode or watch on YouTube, whatever medium you prefer. Thanks for coming on, Max.
Thanks, Kev. Really
It's a
appreciate it,
pleasure.
man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna have a little outtake here. To finish the episode today, Max drinking his water. Do you need some more water before you do this?
Yeah, I might.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
He's gonna go grab some water.
Okay.
But to finish off this like inaugural episode, Max is gonna attempt the longest yeah boy ever. So yeah, again, thanks everybody for tuning in today. Like I said, though, we're pretty laissez-faire about everything. So we're not really sure when the next episode's going to be. If you want to be on the show, you know where to contact me. You can contact DM. That's a good idea. If you want to be on the show, DM the Devin J. Swiftney podcast Twitter. And there's a lot of episodes in our future. Like I said, we want to get to 50. That was the goal. We want to get to a billion episodes.
We'll get there.
But I mean, do you even live a billion days? Whatever. But we want to have a billion episodes, but 50 is like a short-term goal. So if you want to be on the episode, there's a lot of episodes that are open, 49 of them. So if you want to be on the show, DM the Devin J. Swiftney podcast Twitter. Smash that like button. Don't forget that. Don't forget to subscribe. Or if you do forget to subscribe, okay, good for you. But don't forget. So yeah, here's Max with the longest yeah boy ever. And thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, boy.
His fist is in the air. Dab.